Hainan Museum is located in Haikou City. It covers an area of more than 60 more, with a construction area of 44,500 square meters and an exhibition area of 12,000 square meters. It is rated as one of the 6 most beautiful buildings in Hainan province. A comprehensive museum in Hainan province, and also a national first-class museum. A museum is the soul of a city and the cultural light of the city. As North Ark carrying human civilization, the excellent architectural design of a museum is usually of high cultural value as its treasured collections. The architecture design of Hainan Museum fully symbolizes the theme harmonious with nature. In the history of architecture, organic architecture perfectly fits with the theme. Then, what is organic architecture? Organic architecture is a philosophy of architecture which promotes harmony between human habitation and the natural world. World-famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright first came up with the theory and created several design principles. The first one is space. The reality of the building does not consist of the roof and the walls, but the space within to be lived in. Organic architecture is seeking to unite interior and exterior space, creating a harmonious environment that incorporates nature into building spaces. Space should flow freely from interior area to interior area. The architecture design of this museum avoids the common style of museums, which brings enclosing and salon experience. It not only fulfills the essential exhibiting functions, but also provides the transparent and flexible spaces. The second one is nature. Nature is an architect's school. Organic architecture does not imitate nature, but is concerned with natural materials, the site, and the people who will occupy the buildings. Open city sunlight hall, see-through corridor in the air, peaceful waterscape courtyard, and bamboo garden coexist with the museum harmoniously, which makes a perfect combination of man-made buildings and natural environment. These two are closely connected. The audience can not only appreciate nature in the museum, and the museum can also be viewed in nature.
The water, fish, and plants in the pool create a serene, fresh, and quiet atmosphere, and enable natural surroundings correspond with human landscape. This is also a feature of Chinese traditional architecture. Meanwhile, the water lowers the temperature of the relevant area, adjusting the climate partially and forming a pleasant surroundings. The reflection and the refraction of the light and the reflection in the water jointly establish a dialogue between the history and the future. separate and open spatial layout perfectly combines the architecture and the natural surroundings. Inner space and outer space pass across each other, creating a novel layout of the museum, and also let us look for unlimited possibilities of the city between the light shadow and architectures. Extensive daylighting enables the inner space associated with the outer space more closely, giving the space more natural feelings. Let the light design makes the space, light, and nature more harmonious. The changes of light pave the way for a direct communication between inner space and nature. The changes of angle and intensity of light at different times of the day shape a unique space featuring light and shadow. Sunlight powers down from top to bottom. Tranquility and rhythm arise in the purity.
As for the overall layout of the building, the museum adopts the open space concept. It attaches importance to the organic combination of the building with the natural environment, and creates the novel space layout of the museum. The design concept of floating island represents three simple rectangular bodies unfold in parallel and float upon the fish pool. Just like Hainan province is located in the South China Sea. It reflects the basic regional characteristics of Hainan province. The three flat bodies express a kind of infinite extensibility, symbolizing the infinity vastness of Hainan's historical development. The two rectangular spaces generated by the three bodies also symbolize the concept of embracing all, expressing the meaning of Hainan, taking in all rivers and attracting the whole world. The design of the facade is designed to reflect the sense of history and combined with the design requirements of the exhibition space, using a large area of stone wall to form a contrast with the central empty corridor, producing a strong visual effect. The flat eaves shows a kind of elegant calm, symbolizing the infinite extension of history. In a word, this plan is designed on the basis of in-depth analysis of the regional environment of Haikou City, fully considering the climate characteristics and cultural background of the tropics. It can not only reflect the heavy historical sense, but also generated a large number of green space and leisure places on this basis.
Museums give us a chance to look into the past as well as the future, to see where we have been and where we might go. Without them, many important pieces of history would be lost or shaded from public view by private collectors. These spaces offer unique view into worlds that are long gone, and allow visitors the chance to experience things they would otherwise only see on paper or on the screen.